The specifications of NVIDIA's upcoming GeForce RTX 2080 Ti and RTX 2080 graphics cards are now confirmed by Videocardz. The graphics cards, which are expected to be announced on the 20th of August, will be the first major leap in GPU design by NVIDIA, featuring their latest Turing GPU architecture. NVIDIA Turing GPU-based GeForce RTX 2080 Ti comes with 11GB GDDR6 memory and 4352 cores. GeForce RTX 2080 comes with 8GB GDDR6 memory and 2944 cores. Starting off with the details, we know that there will be at least two high-performance graphics cards from NVIDIA announced on Monday during their GeForce Celebration event. These cards were confirmed to be the GeForce RTX 2080 Ti and GeForce RTX 2080. Related Rainbow Six Siege details, Operation Grim Skies operators, revamped map, and more. Both graphics cards are based on the 12nm Turing GPU architecture and will be a major leap from previous GeForce GPUs in terms of design and technologies they have to offer. We will learn more about these features during the event, so let's take a look at the core specifications of these cards. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Ti 11GB graphics card, the flagship 2018 Turing-based gaming graphics card. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Ti aims to be the flagship gaming graphics card based on the Turing GPU architecture for 2018. I say gaming because there might be a Titan that comes out with better specifications, and the Quadro RTX 6000 and RTX 8000 cards are already configured with better specifications, but for gaming solely, this would be the card to get if you're looking to get the best bang for the buck. Related, Selenium PC announces new Regnum RG4 RGB chassis. The card will feature the TU102 GPU core, same as the ones on the higher-end Quadro parts. The chip will be configured with 4,352 CUDA cores, so that's slightly less than the full-on configuration of 4,608 CUDA cores we saw on the Quadro variants. This means the ROP/TMU count would be lower too. In terms of memory, the card will feature 11GB of GDDR6 memory, which is the same VRAM size as the GeForce GTX 1080 Ti, but the faster 14GB/s DRAM dies would enable for a higher bandwidth of 616GB/s compared to 484GB/s. This will be running across a 352-bit memory bus, which is a cut-down version compared to the 384-bit bus on the Quadro cards. Based on leaks, we can expect the TDP of this card to be around 225 to 250 W and would require dual 8-pin power connectors to boot. We have already seen several custom variants that feature a dual 8-pin configuration, so that is expected. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 8GB graphics card, hitting the sweet spot of high-end gaming performance. The GeForce RTX 2080 is based on the Turing TU104 GPU, and it can now be confirmed that the TU104-400A1 isn't the full chip, but a slightly cut-down variant of the Quadro RTX 5000 graphics card. The card will feature 2,944 CUDA cores, and 8GB GDDR6 memory clocked at 14GB/s and a 256-bit bus interface. This would allow for 448GB/s of bandwidth. The card is said to be using an 8 6-pin power connector configuration, which was suggested once again by the leaked PCB. We can extrapolate that the TDP would be somewhere in between 180 to 210 W, which is reasonable for a **-104 GPU. We do not know what the final clocks would be like, but guesses are somewhere in the range of 1.8 to 1.9 GHz for boost, and further that can be achieved through overclocking. We know that GDDR6 has the potential to reach speeds north of 20 GB/s, so that will be an interesting tech worth checking out by overclockers. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 20 series graphics cards. Preliminary specs. Graphics card name NVIDIA GeForce GTX 2050 Ti, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 2060 NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 GPU architecture Turing GPU process 12 nanometers NFF 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 CUDA cores 1344 to 1664 cores 1664 to 2048 cores 2560 2880 cores 2944 cores 4352 cores TMUs ROPS TBD cache TBD 3 megabytes L2 cache 3 megabytes L2 cache 6 megabytes L2 cache base clock TBD boost clock TBD compute TBD die size TBD 754 square millimeters memory 4 gigabytes GDDR55 GB GDDR67 GB GDDR68 GB GDDR611 GB GDDR6 memory speed 8.00 gigabits per second 12.00 gigabits per second 14.00 gigabits per second 14.00 gigabits per second 14.00 gigabits per second memory interface 128-bit 192-bit 224-bit 256-bit 352-bit memory bandwidth 128 gigabytes per second 288 gigabytes per second 392 gigabytes per second 448 gigabytes per second 616 gigabytes per second TDP 121.50W15010W180210W225 price $150 US $300 US $400 US $600 US $800 US launch November 2018, October 2018, September 2018, August 2018 August 2018 Which NVIDIA GeForce RTX 20 series graphics card are you looking forward to the most?